I attract money, wealth is in my reach. I got everything I want and everything I need. I keep my mind open, abundance overflows. I budget right and I know where all my money goes. I am debt free and money works for me. Money in my sleep, a magnet for prosperity. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What up, Kingdom Builders? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Yvonne, your favorite business strategist in these internet streets. Welcome to Social Land. This is my internet home where I help you to go from confused to the cash generating boss that we both know you are meant to be. Now, typically we talk all things digital marketing, social media strategies, launch strategies on this channel. But today we are pausing for a good cause. We're taking a step back and we are going to talk about how to avoid burnout in your business. Most likely, if you are just starting out, you are a solopreneur, you are wearing all the hats, doing all the things. You're the social media manager, you're the head coach, you're the business operations manager, you're the CEO, and all of the roles in your business, right? So in this video, even if that is true, I want to share with you 2 key practices that will hopefully help you to avoid frustration, overwhelm, stress, and burnout in your business. So first things first is I want you to remember to have patience, little grasshopper, okay? And to take small steps. When you are just starting out, sometimes you can feel overwhelmed because you're trying to learn so many new things at one time. You're trying to learn video marketing. You're trying to learn the best practices for using social media. You're trying to implement an email marketing system and pick out the right email service provider, right? You're trying to learn all of these different applications, probably a CMR to manage your onboarding process for new clients and all these things. And it can be overwhelming. So instead of trying to learn all of these new things at one time, focus on just learning 1 or 2 new skills or 1 or 2 new apps at a time. And then if you have the resources to be able to do so, outsource the rest, right? Outsource the things that you don't know how to do or you just don't want to do. Some great third-party apps or tools that you can use for that are Fiverr, or maybe even check out Upwork. And just comment in Facebook groups that you're in if you know that there are potential people that can help you with learning new tools or even just setting up the tools for you. That will help you from being so overwhelmed when it comes to actually starting out and building your business and having to learn all the different things at one time. Okay, so a lot of times people are trying to learn email marketing and create emails and learn social media and create content for social media all at the same time. And it's like, focus on one thing. If you know that, okay, like I've gotten a lot of clients through email, then just focus on email marketing and setting that up and getting it to where it's systematic. And then once you're comfortable, you can add on social media, or you can add on a new platform to say, okay, like now I'm going to learn LinkedIn, or now I'm going to learn this tool, instead of trying to just do all of them at one time. So that is number 1. The second tip that I have for you is to take imperfect action, okay? Done is better than perfect. So often you look at all these other entrepreneurs who most likely have been around a whole lot longer than you have, and you feel like you should be where they are, but they didn't start where they are right now. They had to work up to get to where they are right now. And the same thing is going to be true for you. You want to be able to start where you are with the resources that you have, with the tools that you have, and then you can learn to grow through your process. And the perfect example that I love to give for this is Facebook. If you are like your girl over here, I have been around Facebook since Facebook was first created, like when I was in college. And way back then, you had to have a college email address to even use Facebook, right? I don't know if you guys remember that. Like literally you had to log, in order to create a profile on Facebook, you had to have a .edu email address, and it was mostly for college students, right? But look, over time, it has expanded to where like even my mama and my grandma on Facebook now. Like it's open to everybody. And even in that time, Facebook itself has changed. Like we have saw the evolution of adding the reaction buttons, right? That was something that didn't exist when Facebook first came out. You now have ads where you can advertise on Facebook. You have Facebook groups. You have live video. So all of these things were not birthed at the beginning of Facebook. These are things that were added over time, and we continue to see new features, new layouts, new designs, and new updates to Facebook all the time. So I want you to keep this in mind when it comes to building your own brand. Don't feel like it has to be perfect from day one. Allow yourself grace. Give yourself some grace and allow yourself to grow throughout the process. Another great example of this is I am absolutely obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with the show Married at First Sight. And if you have watched, I know this season has been so popular because of the whole Chris and Paige situation. And I ain't even got enough time to touch on that right now. So, but Married at First Sight has evolved so much from season 12 they're in right now, from season 1 when it first started. When the show first started, there were only 3 couples. Now you have 5 couples that get married at first sight. In the first season, the couples, they had to choose which house they would live in throughout the experiment. Now the couples are provided with a neutral third-party apartment, or not a third-party apartment, but they're provided with a neutral apartment to live in throughout the experiment. They pay for the couples to go on a honeymoon now, which in the first season, the family and friends pay for the couples to go on a honeymoon, right? So those are just some key differences that you can notice from season 1 of Married at First Sight to season 12. And I share these examples of Married at First Sight and Facebook because I want you to keep this in mind when you're building your own brand. Give yourself room to grow and learn throughout the process. Done is better than perfect. And you will create new versions. You will create new futures. You will evolve in your business as it grows. So give yourself grace, all right? Do not feel like you have to do all the things. So those are 2 best practices that I have and principles to keep in mind as you're building your business to help you to avoid burnout, stress, and overwhelm. Let me know in the comments that you find these tips helpful, that these resonate with you. Do you have your own principles or best practices that you're implementing to avoid burnout as you're on your entrepreneurial journey? Let me know in the comments below this video. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you turn on those notifications. And until I upload another video, you can check out this playlist right here or this video right here in the meantime. Bye, y'all.